Hello everyone and welcome back to the battlefield. Siege Ryan here and we have another Pauper video for you today. We are playing more White Weenie because it is White Weenie Wednesday and we are starting it off with a cheeky little list here. We're running back the Martyr of Souls list. I'm running a couple more Martyrs of Soul and I'm keeping the 3 Darvels or the Spider-Man Web-Slinger. This list is more one-drop heavy, so this is a blast from the past, but we're actually trying out Icatian Javelineers. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that terribly. And I changed the mana base up a little bit as well. It's just straight 19 planes and 1 secluded step, which I think is pretty good. When I was running the MTGO of what we kind of wanted planes-wise, I was looking at 19 lands, but normally the White Weenie list normally run about 19 or 20 sometimes, but 19 lands and they run like 2 Eagles. So because they're more one drop and we're really only wanting to get the 3 for the Guardian's Pledge because these pack B should be 2 or 1 mana, and this Martyr Soul should be 3 or 1 mana, and Darvel should be 1 mana. Our curve is very much just like, let's just move them over here, really. It should really just be like this, because these are free as well. This is our curve, and this is the random 6 drop over here. So it's just lots of quick, let's get everything out and just land with a rally. And the reason I like this Remosian rallies as well is that it gives that +1/+1, and then with the Unicorn, we make our own essential Guardian's Pledge at home, where we're getting +2/+2 in Vigilance, and so we're attacking and then we can tap a creature and get in, which you'll probably see in these matches anyway, because it happens a fair bit. I was kind of tossing and turning whether I should run more 1-drops in this list. I'm thinking about maybe even cutting a Salt Road Pack Beast and just bringing in another 1-drop and maybe cutting like a Raffine's Informant or 2. So this list is just designed to be a lot faster than the previous deck I played last week. And besides that, if we look over at the sideboard, we're running 2 more rallies. I'm kind of shifting my thought on what Remosian Rally is. People, you might look at that and just be like, oh, it's just an Anthem effect, but we shouldn't look at it like an Anthem effect. It's Prismatic Strands, essentially, for this deck, where it's saving a creature. If someone tries to bolt a Darvel, we can just simply tap it and save it, make it a 4/4, or it's stopping a Crocodile Shaman or a Crypt Rats. So that's essentially what it's doing. And sometimes in those corner cases, when you know you can get lethal that are tapped out, or you need to go for that kill on that turn, then you use the Remosian Rally for that. But outside of that, it's mainly just to stop Wrath effects. So this is essentially the 2 in the main deck is for a bit of the speed for game 1, and then we're bringing the other 2 to insulate against Drown and Sorrows and stuff like that. I'm running Tormod's Crypts for the graveyard shenanigans because I don't want to play Relic Progenitus. If we're paying mana for stuff, it's either 1 going to play a 1-drop creature, or 2 it's going to get rid of something that we don't want on the board, or 3 it's going to make everything a lot bigger on our board to then destroy our opponent. So if I'm playing any interaction, it's either to slow down a Terror or a Terror player, so we're just exiling the graveyard, or we're just stopping the Spark combo. I'm running these Great Swords, just 1 in the main deck, 1 in the sideboard, just to give it a bit of a crack to see how it goes alongside these Anthem effects and whatnot. I like it because it can make our 1-drop something in the future and help us just crack through damage if people are playing like Chrysalis or something like that. Outside of that, I'm running this extra Guardian's Pledge because I sometimes, and even with the standard Weenie builds, I'm like, are we the beatdown here, or are we just trying to survive? And sometimes when it's jumped or whatever, where they're going to turn a corner on turn 6 or turn 7, we're the beatdown. And so the best way to solve the beatdown is get rid of the bulky creatures, they get the value, and bring in all the ways to destroy them quickly. So Guardian's Pledge will come in for stuff like that. I'm running the 4 Dust to Dust because it's just good against the affinity list, as you know. And the 4 Journey to Nowheres, I'm just trying this. I think it could be probably changed as well. Sometimes I like the flexibility of Raven Charm, but if there's just Journey to Nowhere is just a good clean hit on stuff, and then if there's any graveyard recursion, we'll get rid of the creatures before they go in, so it's not too much of an issue. So let's try this list out in a couple matches. If you do enjoy these videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. It does help the channel out a lot and helps me churn out a lot of wacky weenie builds, which is always a favorite pastime of me. So yeah, I'll see you in the first match. All right, we are on the play for this one. Let's see what we get. Well, this hand is wildly unkillable. We'll mull. This hand's more doable. We'll just put a land back. So we'll just follow you with the Javelineers first. Just hedging if they're playing anything specific that we want to hit. That little counter there. And then we can follow up with the Unicorn and the Inspector. Yep, getting for 2, I assume. So slide deck's pretty good. We just go a little bit defensively and we'll play all our creatures out. With Red Inspector. I will keep back this Javelineers in case we need to block and then tap it to, you know, kill a Bushwhacker or something like that. Or like a rally or... And probably put this Inspector in front of this Goblin Tomb Raider and then throw the Javelin at the Raider. The old Second Furnace. Yeah, that's a good one. Mountain and Synth, that's pretty good as well. Yeah, look, let us attack first. Sure, Fiend's Informant's not as good. Kind of want to get up to this Unicorn though. I think let's attack. No, let's not attack. Let's just go a little bit defensive. And I think we'll just keep the Charm in our hand and we'll just get some more stuff to the board. Because if we draw a Plains next turn, then we can just go Unicorn time. See, that was pretty good. All right, let's go to that. And let's just tap this. This. Yeah, this. Get a 3-2 and play. Because, yeah, we draw Plains and then we can just attack with everything with the Unicorn. And then turn with just Synth isn't as fun. So they play the Mountain. They play Synth. And what do they hit? Another Goblin Tomb Raider. So if I draw Plains, I'm feeling there's probably like a bolt coming our way. I think we just take this because we have the better clock now. We are the beatdown. So let's just juice up all our creatures with the Unicorn and just get in. And they can bolt. They should have just bolted this in their turn. I assume they probably want to bolt something in response. You can Gale Blast the Unicorn, that's fine. Attack with everything. 4, 8, 10, 12. And then hopefully we just draw a Guardian's Pledge or something like that next turn. 3, 6, 7, 8. So it's unlikely they will have us dead. They probably won't attack with everything. Rally's good. Guardian's Pledge is good. Yeah, let's just take it. It's fine. It's very unlikely they have triple Galv Blast or Galv Blast Bolt. What do they hit? Should have done a pre. Bushwhacker and Bolt. They're good ones. I assume they're just going to bolt something, but let's just kill this Percussionist now. Yeah, Raider. So look, we're pretty dead next turn. That's not good. Let's just crack a clue. Yeah. So if we attack with everything, they have to bolt something, and then they're coming in with us. What? They can play Tomb Raider and then a Bushwhacker. And then it's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Block that. Well, they have to. They do have to block. Let's play this first. Because I assume they're probably. And then let's attack with everything. Because they have to bolt. And we'll crack the clue because if we hit a rally, depending on what they bold, we might be good. There could be an argument of just keeping everything back as well. Yeah, so get rid of that 3. So let's just go all the way 4. It would be lethal. Let's just see if we get a rally. No. All right, that dies. And then they still need, if they have another creature, we're pretty dead as well. The argument is I could have just cracked the clue first and see if we got the rally and then attacked with everything. But yeah, if they essentially have another creature here, we're dead. Yeah, that will do it. That will do it. All right, let's try game 2. I don't think we're winning anyway in that case, to be honest. We'll keep the rallies. They can actually run end of festivities. So maybe what we're doing is we're not bringing all the pledges in. Greatsword can come out. It's not that good against them. It's not that great, if you will. These Raffine's Informants, I don't feel like traded very well. And then we just do it like that. Yeah. Dust to Dust isn't that good. I could bring in that other Guardian's Pledge, I guess, but I think we have a pretty good matchup. You know, we're just going to hit, we can hit lots of good stuff. This sounds good, so we can play Inspector Unicorn and a 3-2, and then we can probably kill something of theirs. They're multi-6. Our Lunark Veterans are the best thing we can have in our hand of 7, but, you know, this hand has everything that we want it to have. And the rally as well, we can just trade and kill everything that they have, which is nice. It's important to highlight that the Gav Blasts. Oh. You know what? Let's play the Informant first. I do like a Plains. I want the Unicorn as well, though. You know, I think we're going to do what we did last time. And then we'll attack for 1. So I could have played the Unicorn and the Martyr Soul, but I'm kind of happy with just doing it like this. Because the Martyr Soul is pretty free. The more Unicorns we draw. They can waste a bolt on that. And they're playing a Percussionist. So they can get him for 2. Okay. And we'll have this Martyr Soul on the back here. Alright, we'll play this Unicorn. And let's just tap the Unicorn. We'll attack for 1. So it might be a little bit flooded, maybe. There's the Tomb Raider. We just take 2 because we can do the same things we did last time. We can just bump up this Unicorn and go to town. And we have this rally as well for Vigilance. Another Percussionist. So you got 1 card left. So this Unicorn is a pretty good spot right now. That can chill. We can just do this, get in, make the clock big. And then if they want a triple block, then we'll just rally and kill all their creatures. I mean, they're free anyway, these Percussionists. 10 of water yields. Cast by tapping a creature. It's a big blowout rally. And what do they hit? That's good. 2 mountains. Wow, they're pretty flooded though. This is probably enough tempo-wise to keep us in this. I think their last card before was a mountain. Could be a Bushwhacker, who knows? It was a Bushwhacker? That's huge. So here, what is this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, we don't have lethal. I think what we actually might do here is block the Bushwhacker and just take 3, 4, 5 because it doesn't change our clock. It's still a 2-turn clock. Yeah, this is fine. And then we'll just activate this, play Lunark Veteran as a blocker. Play a Veteran. And then, yeah, they have to be basically defensive now. You would have thought Steadfast Unicorn's a good card. Yep, okay. So sideboarding wise, we're not going to change anything. We could take out the Thraben Charms and just put in some Journey to Nowheres. I kind of like the idea of maybe cutting a Thraben Charm and just have another rally effect to try and race them. I think we can... Our deck is pretty fast. I could even cut one of the Salt Road Pack Beasts. We're not getting as many of those out as I thought we were. Yeah, too many anthems in this hand. We'll mull. They're mulling to 6 as well. So we'll keep this hand. Oh, it's pretty crap. I think we mull again, to be honest. Too many pack beasts. Look, this hand is a lot more keepable. We just bottom a pledge. And probably... Yeah, probably like that. There could be well we can still get this out. We still have a unicorn on turn 1. And hopefully we just draw planes. Or another 1-drop. I'd be happy with another 1-drop as well. I definitely want to get this Darvel. If a unicorn survives, then we're definitely playing this Darvel out. This deck definitely does feel like when you use the bolts and stuff like that, it can, that's a good sign for us. Mind Collapse has been called. I probably wouldn't have brought in Mind Collapse against me. It's mainly there for the terrors and stuff. They're Galv blasting that. It's like they can hear me through the mic. 3 cards left. If we draw just any 1-drop, and our deck is mostly 1-drops. No, we don't. Okay. That's okay. At least we can play this Darvel just as a 3-mana 3/3. Unless we draw Inspector, then I'll just play Inspector Martyr Soul. Yeah, getting him for that one. Must have a very reactive hand. Just Mono Epicures. Alright, deck, come on. Give me some roadblocks. That's not roadblocks. Well, we'll just play the Darvel. This is like the slowest hand I've ever had. But if it's just full down Epicures, and they have 3 cards left, I mean, it gets a lot worse if they go Bushwhack into Bushwhacker, but that's a good sign. They probably have a bolt for this Darvel. No, they don't. You just have to attack with the team here, surely. We can Serving Life. We'll block that. What do they hit? Mountain? Yes, they did. I mean, they play the Mountain, don't they? Gingerbrute. Okay, well, let's just play out some more stuff. So we'll play this. And we'll just play this Martyr Soul. I could have played it so we could crack a clue, but I just don't think that's what we want to do here. Let's attack for 3, because we've still got 2 blockers up, and we need to get this game done. Because next time we're going to play this Camel anyway. We can block all their stuff. Emissary, Epicure, that's pretty good. And the Mountains, they can play it all. I mean, these Epicures is getting it done, that's for sure. They play yep. And surely they just give this unblockable to get in. The only thing is I have to play the Salt Road first. I think Veteran's probably our best draw, Lunak Veteran. Thraben Charm. Well, let's just play the Camel first. Because a 1-drop is good, a Plains is good. Rally's interesting. Let's attack with the Darvel again. We die pretty quickly to a Bushwhacker, so that's obviously what they're looking for. Yep, cycling through. They're getting very flooded, just mountain into mountain. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. But I mean, I think we still have a pretty good hand because we can block everything and likely rally even if they do Bushwhacker. They did draw a Bushwhacker. Okay. I mean, it's statistically they were going to hit one at least. So this almost kills us. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. They just attack. You have to attack with everything here. Yeah, dude, you got to attack with everything. Okay. Yeah, we don't have much of an option. We do just have to block everything. We'll get rid of this, get rid of this. And then we'll use a rally, sadly, to keep everything else alive. And then we're on 5. Very close to death here. So we need to fabricate, basically killing them in 2 turns. For something to handle 2 of their creatures. 3, 6, 10, 11. It's not enough. If we hit another rally, it would be enough. I think if we just attack with our main, and we want to get our bolt range as well, so we want to remain at 4 essentially, because Galv Blast doesn't kill us. So if we want that to happen, then we need to only really take 1. So if we block there and then block there and then kill 1, yeah. So we'll attack with a 3/3, a 3/2, and a 4/3, and then we'll play Javelineers. And we've got the Sarabian Charm for another creature. And this plays around Bolt, plays around Galvanic Blast, and then yeah, we go to 1 if they have a Bushwhacker. So our worst thing to see is a Reckless Impulse, because it could be a Bolt and a Bushwhacker. And that does a very good job of killing us. Okay, that's not lethal. If they don't attack with everything, then we're going to crack a Clue. Yeah, we'll crack a Clue to try and hit like a Guardian's Pledge or something. They really think about whether to attack or not. I don't think they do attack. I think they just let it be. The one time I take out Holy Light out of my deck. This makes them pretty dead, I'm pretty sure. So we just block 1 of these. Yeah, let's just block the Epicure. And then yeah, if we kill this and then they block, and they take 4, yeah. Let's crack a Clue, and then we'll just charm on our turn. Okie dokie. Well, yeah, let's just charm. Kill 1 of these. And they block, and then they take lethal. Let me just kill 1 of these now. Yep, there we go. All right, let's try another match. This hand is not keepable, sadly. We've taken a lot of mulligans. Mulligan again. This hand's keepable. We'll probably just put back... I mean, Darvel's nice as well. Let's put back... I'll have to put back 2 cards. Let's just do it like that so we can play everything and get another 3/2 out. Swamp, they say. Okie doke. Alright, we'll just play the Inspector. Okay, they're just cycling a Troll. Okie dokie. A mole like this is pretty heckers. Alright, they're just playing Ica Wellspring. So at least we can get in with this Inspector and then play Darvel. Yeah, okay. Let's play this. Attack. I think we just get our value in with everything. And web. Target this. And play the Inspector again. And hopefully just draw another planes or something like that. I wouldn't mind. Looks like they've missed land drops. Oh, they're doing a Fnatic offering. Okay. To try and hit their land drops. So things we have to be mindful of if they're running any main deck. Looks like they're just mono black. If they're running any... That doesn't matter too much against us. If they're running any specific ball wipes or anything like that. Okay, so that's pretty good. So let's just play out these creatures. And then we'll attack with... I'm just doing this now. Yeah, technically you're meant to be doing it post, but I don't think it matters as much. And then hopefully if they do an Arms of Fadar, we've got this Ramosian rally, which is good. Otherwise, we can even potentially just Ramosian rally them. This makes me feel like they are running a main deck Wrath effect though. Then our swamps. Cycling another troll. And they're just putting a... Okay, so they're just playing the gardens list, it looks like. So Tithing Blade, we will just hit one of our inspectors. And hopefully draw something good. Okay. I'm more inclined to just keep playing stuff, so we'll play that and we'll attack. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can't have lethal, but we can potentially have lethal next turn. We have more clues than we've had hot dinners here. Wouldn't mind some planes to use them up, but hey. Alright, we will just target again this Novice Inspector. And Refurbished Familiar. Okay, like that's obviously just going to take this Ramosian rally, which is a bit annoying, but that's okay. And here they have to block probably just this Martyrs. Okay, we know they've got 2 Refurbished Familiars. Please don't have a Defile on top. Okay, Blood Fountain's fine. It's funny because probably a rally's our first draw. Let's crack this clue. Yeah. The problem is I can just Blood Fountain and play them back again. So I think we just pass, sadly. Yes, they can just crack. I mean, they can just... Oh, they can't get the troll back straight away. Attack for 2. Okie doke. Just like a pulse. Oh yeah, just doing that to like blink it. That's pretty good. So Guardian's Pledge is our best draw then. Yeah, then they make us discard our Thraben Charm. I mean, hell, let's be honest. If we get a planes, we're just going to be jamming this Unicorn. I mean, that's interesting. Let's crack a clue. Because if we get a 1-drop, then we can play it and kind of hide. Okay. I think they're going to do it again. Let's just pass. Because if they do blink and do it again, then we just crack a clue in response. We need a couple things to go right here, essentially. I mean, 5 cards in the hand is a big youth. Okay, well, that's the win con. Gaining life is not good for us. We're on 9 now, I got a 10. I mean, we'll do what we can. At least they can't trade up with us here. We're only running two rallies in our main deck. Alright, let's just go ham. Apply the pressure. At least it's a lot of damage. And maybe if they tap funny, then it's not going to affect us as much. Are they going to play around Ramosian Rally? That's a question. I mean, a Snuff Out will do it. Yep. 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 So I think we still pull the trigger here. Because we can Unicorn again next turn. And all their stuff dies. Yes, they have a Pack Dogs in play. They're still on 10. Guess they can Blood Fountain and bring back both Familiars and then discard our hand. But then we can Unicorn again. And hopefully, yeah, no, that's our last rally anyway. A Guardian's Pledge would be slightly better. It's good. It's a good play to do. I mean, maybe I was meant to play this Plains, to be honest. If we thought that's what they were going to do. So yeah, maybe it's Guardian's Pledge is our best draw. County Garden's a bit of a beating. Let's just kill this and then let's play. Do you want to attack with Darvel? Let's attack with Darvel. It's still going to be a double block either way. Hopefully they don't just follow it up with like another Blood Fountain. That's pretty nuts. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not going to crack a clue. I think we need to draw some stuff and play on the board here. It's fine. Hopefully it's just not another Blood Fountain in their hand. They just do exactly what they just did. And nothing changes for us. Pulse? Was this the frog? Oh, Crit Rats. That's a GG right there. We can't get through a Crit Rats. Alright, so I kind of do like the crits. Oh, not really. I think we need to kill them very fast. I think that's the way of the game. Let's get rid of these Favorite Charms because like Journey's better. It's a bit more grindy this matchup. I do like rallies. I don't like these Pack Beasts as much. Just keep all the 1-drops. Is that too many? 8 and 8. I think let's keep it a couple more Fiends and Formats. We got all the creatures in still. Yeah, let's see how this goes. The Pack Beasts are just a little bit hard when they have board wipes. This can be a terrible draw to have. I mean, it's a hand. Let's keep it. We might even just go like Lunark Veteran. Yeah, they mulled to 6. It's important to recognize that we did mull actually there. Let's play this Lunark Veteran, and we'll play Darvel on 2. And probably just keep the veteran in our hand, to be honest, and then we can just load up this Darvel with a greatsword. Well, now we can do it all. So let's go attack for 1, and then play Darvel, play the veteran again, and whip that. Play the veteran. And then we just put a sword on the veteran, because we don't care if that gets Doomblade, but we do care if the Darvel does. Yeah, let's just play Greatsword. Greatswords are nice. It makes all our creatures semi better. There. Let's attack. Get a counter. There we go. Oh, they're just cycling troll. I mean, double greatsword's good as well, so let's see what they do. Okay, yeah, double greatsword's good. All right, now I think we just run it back. Oh, this sounds a little bit slower. It's got rally. They've mulled already. I think we keep this. It has some good installation against their Wraths, and then if we draw a 1-drop, this hand's very fast with double rally, so I think it's worth it. Okay. I mean, Journey's not terrible here. But yeah, we're definitely just playing this Martyr of Souls on 2. Unless they play something scary that we want to get rid of, which doesn't look like it. Okay, Plains isn't great here, but let's just play Old Mate. And pass. Crypt Rats is very scary. I mean, it looks like they have a slow hand, which is good for us. There could have been an argument to bringing in Dust to Dust, but we didn't know they were going to have this Volatile Whispers draw. Okay, so let's play our Plains. Let's attack. Yep, they take 1, and then we're just going to play. So technically, it's correct to play. This one and then play out, because we gain more life this way. And the other stuff doesn't matter as much. There we go. Even though life doesn't matter, but hey, I've died to some casting Crypt Rats and doing it for 9 damage, so you know, sometimes life matters. Oh no. Oh, I F6 through that. Oh, that's annoying. We did have double rally for that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, team. That's exactly why we have that in our deck. Let's attack for 3. That would have. We probably would have won this game, to be honest. Oh well. I probably would have sacked the spell one before. It's probably okay. Well, here let's just use the Guardian's Pledge, to be honest. We should be dealing an extra 5 damage though, but alas. If this is cast down, then it's a nah from me. Well, it can't be cast down. Darvel's not a legal target for cast down. I think that's what they're realizing here. It's a legendary creature. Oh, they're just offering. Let's go to blocks. Let's just use this. Let's just use our mana. Feels very bad. I should have got him for an extra 5 there. I can't believe I did that. It's the whole point of this deck, to play around that. Yep, there's the Wellspring. So we technically have lethal if we draw a 1-drop. And you best believe I was going to use that. I'm just going to attack here. Because I might have to, if the player refurbished Familiar, I'm going to have to use one of these rallies, I think. They definitely should have been dead here though, because we had what we had. They're all 4. The old swamp cycling. So depending, I mean, they have so many cards in hand. It's like, and spell bombs as well. Again, we had lethal there, but hell, they probably had a cast down or something. I'm just hoping I can get my retribution and win this. They got 9 cards in hand. It's like, that's why I kept both rallies in my hand, because if they double Drown and Sorrow, yeah, that's a lot. So in our turn, we are going to Journey it. So we have all the mana we need for this. Let's Journey the Crypt Rats. That's mark 1. And then we can cast this. Well, we're going to lose the other thing, so let's cast by tapping a creature. And then we win. Okay, we made it back after my blunder. All right, we won the die roll again. Let's see how we go. This hand is borderline. We need that other plane, so we will mull. This hand's okay. So this was the extra planes that we wanted to work with here. I think it's the rally, to be honest, because we can play 1-drop into... We'll play the veteran first. Into step tapped and play another 1-drop. Ooh, we got Tron. I don't know how I go against Tron. Wizard's Rocket. Okay, all right. We're in for a fun time, I think. Let's just play this tapped. And then I want to resolve the Unicorn because I want all that in play. In case they're playing a blue version of their deck. And then we'll attack for 1. Don't have natural Tron, please. That's very mean if you have natural Tron. Okay, that's not boding well for us. Okay. I mean, Spellbomb doesn't matter. Okay, this is good. Let's attack. So my hedge with playing the Unicorn first has not paid off because now we don't get this extra clue token with the Thrave Inspector. But let's just go Thrave Inspector and then we'll just return the Unicorn, I guess. And now we get the double issue of that. Actually, honestly, obviously, I think we just return this Lunak Veteran because it doesn't matter as much. And if we draw planes, then we can go Veteran Pack Beast. And we can go. Come on, don't have natural Tron. Every time I played against... Okay, that's good. That's good. That's what I want to see. All right, they have natural Tron next turn. And do I die a horrible, painful death next turn? Let's attack. And because of how this Pack Beast works, I actually think we just crack a clue and hope we draw planes. So like a 1 in 3 chance, but we didn't have any in succession, so it's a higher chance, I'm pretty sure. That's how stats work. No, okay. Well, that's not good for us. We'll pass. We got 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. I mean, we almost have them dead. Maybe so. It was actually probably correct to play the Lunak Veteran because then we could have just, if we drew a planes the following turn, we would Guardians pledge them. But I mean, they're probably just playing like a Wrath effect here. There it is. The Crypt Rats. Oh, but they have to use the rocket first to do it. We can rebuild though. We can rebuild. Because they have to use the rocket to do it. That's so good when they draw. Draw a card for that. Yep. You got it. Kill all my dudes. And on the stack, draw a card. That's sick. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. Okay, we'll just play 2 veterans out. You can pray to the magic gods. It's enough. Another Crypt Rats. The old Grotto. When they hit Tron so early, things get a lot worse for us. So Mono Black Tron. Okay, you got your Prism. Let's just yield through this. Let them do their thing. They can draw their cards. Don't know what's worse, having them wrath all my stuff or die to like a Mystical Teachings, get Ghostly Flicker. What's this? Okay, that's a good one. Can't play anything else either. We can't beat that. They're going to gain way too much life off that. Let's just try. Do I want the journeys? Not really. So here's the thing where I'm trying to work out still, is that their deck could definitely be a deck where I need to just go hard on the rallies, and then I will likely keep all my stuff alive. Thraven Charm doesn't seem as good because they got the rats. This Pack Beast didn't feel as good either. So I could just bring in the Dust to Dust, but it's a lot of instants and sorceries I'm bringing in. And I only get it on turn 3. I think we just need that for Affinity. Yes, it hits their... it stops their Tron shenanigans. And their filtering. Their filtering seemed pretty important there as well, I guess. Oh, it's a tricky one. I don't think we touched the 1-drops. Hell, I think maybe we'll just cut a Guardian's Pledge because we've got the rallies. And then we're bringing in the Dust to Dust. See, I could bring in the Great Swords instead. Let's bring in the Dust to Dust and try and get there with like Unicorns and the remaining Guardian Pledges we have. You know, let's just do it like that. They seem very fixated on their mana, but maybe I need to have a Plains in the sideboard because I'm not running Eagles or anything like that. Look, this hand's good. It has what we want to do. Just play a bunch of dinky things and take it from there. Let's just play an Inspector first. Because if we draw Darvel, we want to bounce that. And then hopefully, yeah, we just play our 2 other 1-drops, play Dust to Dust, and hopefully just draw a Wrath effect. Where they're really out here starting with their Tron lands. Alright, deck. Attack for 1. And then we'll play our 2 other 1-drops. And hopefully we just get like a hit off this Dust to Dust. Hopefully they just play like a map or something like that. Man, if they really do have a... come on. I'm going to crack. There's no point Dust to Dusting this. Okay. They can't... yeah, they can't do that either. Let's play this Lunark Veteran. Let's just tap like this. And we'll get him for 1. And then next turn, we can activate the Unicorn if we want to, or we can Dust to Dust if we feel that's better. I'm just gaining life off that anyway. I'm just thinking about if I'm drawing a mate. So they had natural Tron. It's probably one of the most tilting things to happen to someone, but you know, it's just part of the game. Hopefully their hand's not as good. Like they don't have the filtering effects or something like that. They are going to gain a lot of life. What are they doing with these scries? I guess they did scry, sorry, as well. So yeah, they topped with the last Candy Trail. So that's like a reason they have Tron here. So they bottomed, which is good for us. They're just using the mana to sack, which makes me think that they don't have any other eggs. All right, there's map. Okay. Well, this Dust to Dust is not eating that well. Let's just try and kill them in 2. It's the name of the game. That's that. Yep, should probably get another tower, I assume. Crystal Grotto, okay. That only filters for 1 though, I think, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. So we have Xaxes. They have 8 cards in hand. They can quite easily have any form of interaction for us. I feel like egg on my face for this Dust to Dust. I'll take these out. This Scry. And what's the filtering effect on it? Yeah, they can only just do it once. That's not a rats. I guess they're just looking, okay, that gains life. That's pretty good. So we're looking for they topped as well. It's pretty good. So they obviously drew the candy trail. And map. Yoof. It's pretty good. Does kill everything. This is where rally's good. I mean, yeah. I think we're pretty dead now. One to that. And then we'll just play out the other veteran. Look, honestly, this isn't terrible. Like, we're still going to play a bunch of creatures. And we have a unicorn again as well. Oh, we fed Rally there. We did bring them all in as well, which is sad. So running Crypt Rats and Crackland Charm, which is just like not the easiest thing for this deck anyway. Maybe I should broaden the Great Swords for that. Makes all my creatures a little bit better. 7 mana. What is it? Lay it on me. Is this the big boy? It looks like the big boy. Yep, looks like it. Oh, just destroying that and then playing the big boy after that. It's a 5/5. There it is. All right, let's crack. Oh, is this an artifact? Jesus Christ. All right. I mean, we'll just see what we draw, but like that's absolutely cracked. I didn't realize it said like any artifact. Rally. That's not going to do it. All right. You got me, opponent. That's pretty good. All right, we're just here for a general wrap up. So probably what I noticed with this deck is I didn't mind the secluded step. When I brought this in, we did see it a couple games where like it actually mattered that we had that second plane. So I think the number 20 is pretty good. It's like about that 85% of drawing 2 lands, having 20 instead of 19. So generally with this deck, I think probably what's butting heads here is like the Guardian's Pledges and the Great Swords. They're kind of playing these two different plans of like grind versus the Remoting Rallies and the Great Swords. Is that they're trying to, this obviously gets around Wrath effects, but this also makes your 1-drop creatures a little bit better and pushes damage a little bit. So I probably want to adjust the numbers for that. There's also like I'm thinking like, oh, this is going to be the way we're going to win the game because it makes an Anthem effect. But I'm trying to rewire how I'm seeing that card, is that it's actually just an anti-Wrath effect, essentially for the Crypt Rats and for Crackline Shaman and stuff like that. So you wait for them to deal the 1 damage and then you Remoting Rally or whatever. So when I bring it in and the Guardian's Pledges, I'm like, oh, there's 8 Anthem effects here. That's probably a bit too much. But really, it's actually probably not. It's probably a good amount. I think we need to play a couple more games to see what it's like. I probably would also cut a Salt Road Pack Beast or 2 and then put in some more 1-drops. Maybe something with a bit more resilience so we can get around Wrath effects, or just because there's a high burn meta, maybe bring in like Sacred Cats or something like that. The Raffine's Informants didn't feel as good either. So either we want to make more of a Battle Screech version and build up these Raffine's Informants, or make more 1-drops. And I'm more inclined to make more 1-drops, to be honest. So I think we just can the Informants altogether. Besides that, I didn't really get to... I'd probably change these Journey to Nowheres and have a bit more stability, like maybe running some Revoke Existences or Destroy Evils. Probably Destroy Evils, maybe running 2 of those, and maybe some Holy Lights or something like that. I didn't really get to use these Tormod's Crypts because they really only shine for the Spy combo, as well as the Terror matchup. The Greatsword of Tyr I do kind of like though, especially if we're playing against Spy combo or something like that, and we do need to push more of that damage. I was very happy seeing in that random control game that we had 2 Greatswords of Tyr. I think it just made everything a threat, which was great, and didn't really have removal for Greatsword of Tyr because all our creatures are the same anyway. So that's probably my thoughts here. It didn't feel as fast as my other versions of the deck, but I think if we cut and make a couple more 1-drops, it'll be a little bit better. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.